Hi, my name is Monica and I am a first year teacher. And I say first year because I have taught previously in a charter school. I've taught third grade for 3 years. But this is my first year in a traditional public school. And in my previous school, I have not had a lot of autonomy as far as curriculum is concerned, as far as decorating my classroom. I had a co-teacher. So all of my experiences have been very, very different than what you would think of as a teacher. And so this is my first year experiencing what it feels like to be in full control of decorating your classroom, purchasing all the items to do so, to write your lesson plans for every single subject every single day, to be the one single teacher in the classroom. This is my first year experiencing all that, and I have the same nerves and questions and wonders as I feel like any first year teacher would have. And so I want this space to be a place where hopefully these questions get answered. I'm going to take you on this journey with me to find the answers to these questions. I want it to be a place where I can kind of, tell my experiences. And of course, everyone's experience is not going to be the same, but maybe my experience can help someone. I think that I have yet to find one YouTube page that answers all the questions that I have. I want to see inside your classrooms. I want to know how you got to that point, because I feel like we're living in a day and age where there's Pinterest, there's Instagram, there's all these amazing teachers that are out there that are documenting, and of course it's the highlight reel of their classroom, and they may highlight all these things that went perfectly in their classroom and maybe one funny thing that didn't go the right way, but at the same time they're like, so I need to know the nitty gritty. It looks perfect, but how did you get it to be perfect? Help me to get there. And just the small things that I feel like you learn over time, but no one really documents the hard stuff. They document the things that went really well and this wonderful cutesy thing, but at the same time I want to know from day one, what do I do? How do I do it? And I want this to be a place where you can come along with me as I find out those answers. I am currently, it's July 2016, and I am currently kind of in that limbo waiting space where it's not quite orientation, professional development, first day of schools yet, but at the same time it's getting close and you feel like you should be doing something, but you're not really doing anything. And so right now I just want to focus on some of the things that I've been doing that maybe you all as, possibly seniors in college, or maybe you're like me who are, about to start their first year of teaching, and what you're doing in the meantime. What I have found to be super helpful is to really, really connect via social media. have followed pretty much every teacher known to man on Instagram. Some of my favorites are Hope King. Her Instagram is, Elementary Shenanigans, but she's a teacher at the Ron Clark Academy, and is amazing in every way, shape, and form. She has flawless, beautiful, very intricate and detailed lessons, and just brings to life all of these different things. So she's my inspiration. There are several others that I can list at the bottom, but I've just really, really connected with teachers and just followed them and getting inspirations. And on Instagram, how if you like a post, you can go back on your settings page and see all the posts that you like. So now I have just one section that has all these ideas and things that I aspire to do one day in one place. And so I go back and look and try to see, okay, well, let me see if I can figure out how they did that, or, oh, I want something like this, but I want to tweak it and make it my own. So social media, same thing. Periscope, if you haven't, joined Periscope or gotten a Periscope, those are really, really basically free professional developments. I Teach TV Network is one Periscope that I follow that really just consistently has really good, basically professional developments, but really, really good teachers, veteran teachers that are giving you tips and tricks and, really just telling their experiences, and those have been super helpful. Following people on Facebook, Pinterest. Once again, don't get caught up in the everything's perfect and cutesy on Pinterest and Instagram and all these things, because it can be overwhelming when you see all these teachers doing all these things. It's like, number one, clearly I'm behind the game because everyone pretty much already has their classroom decorated and I have zilch. And two, it's just everything is perfect, but you have to keep in mind that these teachers have had years of experience and have had time to buy all of these wonderful, matchy, perfect things over time. And books, that was one big thing. It's like, how do I get books? How do I get books for my classroom? But just keeping in mind that this is the finished product and that I am just the beginning, and even though these can serve as inspiration, I don't have to compare myself or feel inadequate or whatever. So that's one thing, is connecting via social media. I have done shopping. I think that there's like two sides to this. Number one, I feel like, of course, everyone wants to get out. You want to go shopping. You want to buy things. You're excited. You see things in the store. You're finally a teacher. Like, you want to buy as much as you can. But on the same token, I feel like you also, number one, money. I mean, that's point blank period. Money, where is it coming from? But two, it is, you need to kind of see if you can be patient as far as waiting to see what your school provides versus you having to buy a whole bunch of things, because there's a lot of schools that do provide, if nothing else, a bare minimums, possibly, you know what I'm saying. And so or wherever you fall on the spectrum, you just have to kind of wait and see to find out what your school is going to provide you with and what you need to provide there for, and find a balance between buying everything and being patient. But I have done a lot of shopping. Top 4 places to shop. Number 1, Target Dollar Spot. And I found out about this through my Instagram teacher, Peeps. Really, the Target Dollar Spot, everything's $5 to $3 and below. And so that's a really great place to go. And they had a wonderful selection this summer. They still have it, but when I tell you that all of these teachers have bought out Target Dollar Spot, including myself. And so just like cute things, really, really cute colors and patterns, calendars and stickers and banners and things like that. Really good prices for these things, and they're cute. So, hey. Another place, the Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree. Like, I feel like some people turn their nose up at the Dollar Tree, but if you've never stepped foot into a Dollar Tree as a teacher, don't until you have stepped in it. Because when I tell you that bins, containers, everything, like, if I'm going to buy a class set of bins, 25, 30 bins, I'm not going to buy them from Target, which they're 3, 5, 10, whoever knows how many dollars, times your 30 kids. I'm getting it from the Dollar Tree. But that has been an amazing place. I've gotten a lot of bins from there, just, because I couldn't resist. But at the same time, like I said, you don't have to buy everything. You need to see what your school has, but you can't pass up beautiful colors and rainbows and bins for $1, honestly. So Target, Dollar Spot. The Dollar Tree. Big Lots has been my new find. I live in Atlanta. I don't have a lot of Big Lots just around, like all within, very, very close distance. You actually have to go find it. Big Lots, if you have to want to find it, if you're going to find one. But Big Lots has a lot of great back to school sales, and I feel like they have just a wide range of things. They also have a lot of bins. I've gotten a lot of supplies from there, pencils, stapler, like my desk supplies, stapler, stapler remover, whiteout, things like that. And so, just really cute stuff for really good prices as well. Not as good as the Dollar Tree and Target Dollar Spot, but good prices, and I feel like they have a really big genre of things, and so that was a great thing. Last place is Goodwill. Same thing, don't turn your nose up until you have tried it, because I have gone to Goodwill. Teacher, I need to make sure my grammar is correct, to get books, because I think that was my biggest concern, was how do I start getting books for my classroom library. And so I went to Goodwill, and they have a lot of books. I'm teaching 4th grade, and so a lot of chapter books, a lot of really good read aloud books, and they were at my Goodwill. They were 77 cents for a paperback, and I think it was like $1.51 for hardbacks, and so those were a great deal. Before you buy books, though, before you buy anything, really, I would say, number 1, tell your family and friends, hey, I'm a teacher, first-year teacher. Can you donate? Can you help me out? Can you point me in the direction of resources? Because I feel like people love teachers. They're willing to donate. And if not, maybe they know someone who is willing. Maybe they know retiring teachers. Maybe they know current teachers, or whatever the case may be, that is more than willing to, help out, because they've been in the same spot as you are right now. And yard sales. You know, you can find a big box of books that no one is using and they'll sell it to you for $5. So now you have a full classroom library for $5. I have not yet gone to the garage sales. I haven't been able to find too many in my neighborhood yet, but I'm still on the hunt. I've seen people who have posted to Craigslist saying, hey, I'm a first year teacher, if anyone's willing to donate, and then other apps and things that are like specifically geared toward your neighborhood or whatever the case may be. So try to get the free or very, very cheap prices for things before you go to these stores like Dollar Tree and Target and things like that, because there are resources out there. You just have to find them, and I'm still trying to find them. So if you know of any, please let me know, because I'm still trying to build my classroom library. I'm still trying to build my classroom. But I think that you should definitely utilize your free resources before you spend all your money at the other stores. And yeah, other than that, I have just been like really just trying to research as much as possible. During my interview for my school, I found out that my school is very big on STEM. It's very big on project-based learning. And so my previous school was not that was not the case. And so I'm having to learn about how to do that, how to integrate technology, how to, really manage groups, collaborative groups, while also being the best, meeting the needs of the lows versus the highs versus the mediums and everywhere in between. I'm doing a lot of research on that, a lot of blogs, trying to go to people's blogs, and a lot of teachers pay teachers freebies and things like that. So really just trying to build my content knowledge, and then figure out how to implement that and kind of put my own spin on it. What else have I been doing as I'm in this limbo waiting period? Like, I want to get started, but I don't want my summer to be over either, and it's like that in between. Honestly, I bought a notebook that I have used specifically just for taking notes, jotting down ideas. Anytime I see something on Instagram or on a blog or Teachers Pay Teachers, I just write it down. Just write down, oh, that's a cute, I can, do a camping thing, or oh, this was a cute resource, or whatever the case may be. I originally have been like just random loose leaf sheets of paper where I'm just like writing notes. You see this? Like just writing notes everywhere. And I'm finally like, let me get a notebook, a cute notebook that will just have everything in one place, because who knows how many loose leaf papers there are around the house at this point. Who knows, but getting a notebook just to have like my teacher ideas down, like things that I want, things that I'm aspiring for, like cute themes, setting the stage to engage is a very, very popular hashtag on Instagram. And Hope King is one of the teachers that is really, I don't know if she's the one that started this, I'm not sure. But I see her using it a lot, and like she's turning a plain lesson about fractions or whatever the case may be into this a very, very elaborate lesson about with Mario Brothers, whatever the case may be. And it's just like making it something that would be boring or something that would be, just a regular everyday lesson, and making it into something exciting. And so like anytime I see something like that I'm like, ooh, I think I could implement that into my classroom. I write it down, and like ideas of, well, I want to do this on Monday, and these groups and whatever the case may be. So just having one place for everything. And I also just bought this teacher planner notebook from Target. There's a notebook brand, I guess, empire, if you will, Erin Condren, and I would love to one day get an Erin Condren notebook, which are really popular with the teacher community. And it's just very elaborate and wonderful and just beautiful. But I know that I'm not consistent yet enough to get an Erin Condren notebook yet, because I start off really strong in the beginning of the year, but then toward the middle and the end of the year, somehow I just kind of fall off, and suddenly only the first 2 months are filled in and the last are completely blank because I'm just winging it. Okay, not winging it, but not as organized and like ahead of the game as I should be. And so I'm like, I'm not going to invest in a super expensive notebook quite yet until I have proven to myself in my pocketbook that I can consistently use one throughout the entire year. So I bought this cute one from Target. It just has tabs all throughout, the year, and I've already started, I've seen all the teachers do their little, their little wiki tape. Let me see where I put it up on. Oh, here it is. So, or washi tape, and like, cute little these are from Target. And just like I fill it in, I've gone on my county website to find out all the dates for the school year, like, holidays, Martin Luther King and first day of school, all those last day of school, all that good stuff. And I've just filled out all the dates for what I have so far. And so this makes me feel like I am more prepared. I don't know if I'm any more prepared than before about this, but I feel like, hey, at least it looks like I'm prepared, right? Start faking it till you make it, I guess. And so those are what I've been doing. Once again, trying to be very, very frugal and strategic about what I'm buying, but at the same time, doing what I need to do to feel like I'm being productive. And contact your principal just to say, hey, is there anything that you're doing right now? And my principal actually sent me some links as far as the Common Core standards, familiarizing yourself with those. And also like a couple of sample agenda notes that they have used last year at team meetings, just to get an idea of what to expect. The school website can give you a lot of good stuff, just like literally clicking on every single link to find out, oh, I found the school supply list by looking at the website and just saying, oh, okay, so for fourth grade, they are expecting them to bring X, Y, and Z. And it's like some things I was like, oh, I wonder what they're doing with that. Like they have a flash drive is on the supply list. And so I'm like, okay, so clearly big on technology. Several like notebooks, composition and spiral notebooks. So I'm thinking interactive notebooks are going to be a big thing at my school and different things like that. So just like trying to get as many answers as possible. I think that like going on teachers' websites that were connected to the school website, they have their individual things. It's like, welcome to Miss So-and-so's class. This is our classroom schedule. I was able to find someone's classroom schedule, and I'm like, okay, so this is kind of the allotted time. It may not be exactly what I'm going to be doing or my grade level, but at the same time, it gives me just a skeleton. And I feel like that's the biggest thing. It's like you just don't know where to start. You don't know what you should be doing. You don't know where the starting point is. And if I can get a starting point, I can kind of ease my mind and kind of know, okay, so maybe I should be figuring out, oh, I have an hour and a half for a reading block. How would I divide it up? And being flexible in my thinking enough to know, hey, it's probably not going to go exactly like this. I'm probably not going to have, this much time, or I may not be able to do this and this. But at the same time, just feeling productive and feeling like I'm not just waiting away and then suddenly it's going to be the first day of school and I haven't done anything. So I hope that you will join me on this journey as we figure out how to become teachers, how to be the best teachers that we can be, figuring out best practices, sharing best practices amongst each other, and really just getting the answers to the questions that we all have. I want to take you, once I am able to go into my classroom, take you to my classroom and see what it looks like and see what my ideas are. I don't know what they're going to be. And as I decorate it and see the transformation, because that's always a big thing. It's like, how did you do that? As I'm figuring out what to do in my classroom, I want to share that with you and hopefully collaborate and, really just have a place where new teachers and veteran teachers can collaborate and be better as a community. So hopefully you'll join me. Thanks and have a good one.